It's late at night, but we gotta talk about Triplemania, guys. We gotta talk about this show because if AAA keeps putting out shows like this is going to be a problem. Okay. Now, if you want to know how I felt about the show, I thought the show was fantastic. I think AAA did an amazing job with this show. And to be honest with you guys, this is the most fun I've had with pro wrestling literally all week. You name the promotion, you name the matches, it doesn't matter. This show clears whatever happened this week in the world of professional wrestling, in my personal opinion. Okay, because it was a combination of everything that I love about independent wrestling, combine that with everything that I love about the bigger promotions, and on top of that, the most important thing of it all, the crazy thing of it all, we got all of that for free. We got it for the free. So WWE, if you're going to try to charge people $39.99 a month for that direct-to-consumer app, and I do understand that if you have ESPN on your satellite or cable and different packages, you might access it for free, but I'm speaking on behalf of the people who don't fit in those categories. If you're expecting them to pay $39.99 a month for purely wrestling fans to just watch one PLE a month, when you got this stuff over here for the free, all them people about to go download Duolingo and learn Spanish, and the luchador mass stocks about to skyrocket. They about to conform over to AAA. Like, y'all got to figure that out. But we're here to talk positively about Triplemania. And, you know, when it comes to the show, and I'm going to run through this very briefly because it's late at night, I'm half asleep, and I'm about to be butchering some of these people's names. I thought the show was a lot of fun. Starting off with the main thing, and that was the Battle Royal to kick off the show. That was a ton of fun. It was a lot of fun. It had a lot of the elements that you need in order for a wrestling fan to love these type of shows. You had surprises like the return of Omos and return of Otis. You had funny moments left and right that was happening in the ring, especially the MVP of the match, Micro Man. Micro Man, I love that guy. He was hilarious. He came out at 3 foot nothing, out to the ring, being the biggest star of the entire match, with him being protected by Otis, and then him turning on Otis in the exact same match. They had a whole storyline within 5 minutes, and the back and forth between him and Omos was just amazing, man. Just to find out that, you know, Micro Man, we all kind of felt a way about him. We were excited that Otis was protecting him, and we didn't like that he was getting picked on by Omos. But to see him turn on Otis in the exact same match, I was like, oh yeah, man, fling that man up to the fling him up to the nosebleed section, right? Even though that may be a hate crime, so people don't do that at home. But I thought that match was a lot of fun. And I think what enhanced the experience is that a lot of people who are wrestling, you know, they don't know a lot about most of the people on this card, outside of the people who are on WWE TV on a weekly basis. And with people not knowing who these people are, they can't hyper-analyze who should win and what should happen next and things. They had no choice but to sit back and enjoy it. They had their hands tied. The only thing people knew is that they wanted Dominic Mysterio to win, and they knew Natalya wasn't going to win. That's all they had to do. Now, the street fight, I really liked that between Los Garza and Psycho Clown and his partner. I can't remember his name right now. I thought that was a fun match. It was a lot of stuff that in there that was kind of sloppy, in my personal opinion. I believe Psycho Clown attempted a double German suplex on Los Garza. It seemed like it kind of went the wrong direction. But even with that happening, that's what I love about street fights. It's messy. It's not perfect. It's all over the place. And I'm still a fan of Psycho Clown. And Los Garza, I love those guys. And I wish I remember the name of Psycho Clown's partner because I want to give him a lot of credit. But that match was a lot of fun as well. Seeing Natty come out with her GCW independent gimmick with, you know, the Dungeon Family 2.0. Like, that whole thing, I love when they use that version of Natty, because I wish that version of Natty was actually on WWE TV, but she's involved with Maxine Dupree and Akira Tozawa, so she has her whole appearance is kind of meshing in with that. But the low-key legend gimmick, I love that about her. I love seeing her like that in GCW and all these other things. I love that gimmick for her. But the match she had, that triple threat match, I thought it was a banger, especially when you have like a referee. I don't know if he's a heel or he's just kind of trying to play incompetent, but whatever the case may be, just, you know, the whole situation there where he was all over the place and everything, and just the match itself, even without his involvement, I thought it was a very, very fun match to watch. But at the end of the day, that Fatal 4-Way match, that match was a banger. Dominic Mysterio, Dragon Lee, El Grande Americano, and Vikingo, thought that was a fantastic match. Now, the fact that El Grande Americano came out singing. Now I don't know the name of the song, so I don't even want to pretend like I do know. You guys let me know in the comment section. But it's the I. That song. He came out there. I'm like, this dude is bold to come out there in Mexico City and sing that, and the crowd was singing with him. That was the crazy part, right? I couldn't imagine him coming out to the, to the Martin Luther King Day parade and singing "Sounds of Blackness." Like I couldn't imagine. As long as you keep your head to I couldn't see him doing that. But the interesting part about it was the crowd was booing Vikingo the entire time, and I think it's because I don't know if it's because they just don't like him or their support of Alberto Del Rio, because Vikingo took the AAA title off of him. That was interesting. But even despite of all of that, I thought the match was a banger. But overall, I thought the show was great. I had a whole lot of fun with it. It was a fantastic show. I want to see more of this. I think the fact that it's spread out, you can appreciate it more. It gives me the feeling of like a Mexican version of NXT Takeover during the Black and Gold era, because the last AAA Triplemania was great. This one was great as well. I'm looking forward to Worlds Collide. I'm looking forward to the next Triplemania, and the whole purpose of this was to get people's eyes on the product for AAA, and they've done a fantastic job with that. They've had moments that we were surprised by as wrestling fans, moments that reactors are going to show other people, and they're going to be like, whoa, I can't believe that happened. And speaking of that, Finn Balor having a evil puppet Finn Balor, demon puppet Balor, to bite Iguana, Mr. Iguana's iguana. I feel bad for Mr. Iguana, but I thought that whole back and forth was hilarious, and I just loved it, bro. I had so much fun with it. I mean, did you guys watch the show? Let me know in the comment section, what was your favorite match? What would you rate it? And are you looking forward to Triplemania? I would love to hear what you guys have to say. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you joined us for the live stream, I appreciate you guys as well. Salute, peace, have a great day.